What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. We in there. Wherever you're looking for, I'm at. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media, to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, like myself, 4 years strong, back in there April 5th, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about the age-old statement. I hear this statement all the time when I'm doing my one-on-ones over Zoom and things like that. I never really knew the person I was with. I never really knew the narcissist. I don't think I know this person anymore. I don't recognize this person anymore. You hear that statement a lot, y'all. So first off, I'll hop into this, y'all. If you haven't signed up for the webinar on April 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you need to. 6 great panelists, 2 self-aware narcissists, 2 counselors, therapists that have been in narcissistic relationships that help people out of them. And also 2 survivors and coaches that have also been in relationships and help people survive. So link is going to be in the comment section. Not the comment section. Link is going to be in the description. So April 6th, April 6th, 7 p.m. Live question and answer. Going to be great, y'all. So you never really knew the narcissist. You don't. So this is me. This is going to be a personal thing right here for me. When somebody says to me or tells me something like, hey, I know everything about you. I can predict what you're going to do. That right there, to me, seems like a challenge to change up who I am and what I've been doing, what I have going on. It seems like a challenge to change up who I am, what I have going on, what I'm doing. It really does. It just, to me, it feels like I can do whatever I want to do. I feel like I have this going on for me. I feel like I can do what I want to do, what I need to do, and how I'm going to do it, go about things. I just I feel like I know everything about you. I start, instead of listening to hip hop and R&B, I become a fan of country music, and country music, rock and roll, stuff like that. Oh, I know what sports you like. Boom, I'm playing golf. You're like, what are you doing? Like, narcissistic people, our personalities are malleable. We are like literally human chameleons. We change to fit the circumstances that we are in to protect ourselves. It's like literally defense mechanism. Like, how a chameleon changes colors to defend itself out in nature from prey. I mean, to stop from narcissistic robotic resetting. Reboot completed. So I had to slow down, y'all. So how chameleons out in the wild like change their colors to protect themselves from animals, to stop themselves from becoming prey. That's kind of how narcissistic people are. Wherever environment we are in, we will change our personalities and what we like, our hobbies, and whatever we're doing to fit the person we are focused on. Like, especially in relationship-wise, intimate relationship-wise, we will morph into what that person wants us to be, 100%. That's why sometimes when you get into these, when you break up with a narcissist or they discard you for someone else, you see them doing the things that you wanted to do. You see them doing it immediately. They're giving them everything I ever asked for because they didn't really want to do it with you. And they probably really don't want to do it with the next person, but they know that type of stuff works. They're morphing into this, whatever it's going to take to love bomb the next person. Whatever it's going to take. So that's why when you, if you're the old supply and you're trying to reach out to the new supply, a lot of times they don't want to hear it. They're getting love. They're getting the steam love bomb off of them. They're probably getting the cheek clapping to the highest of heavens. Drum roll with the cheek clapping. They are getting love bomb. So most times they're not going to want to hear anything you have to say. They're not. They just aren't. And I know you just like, I don't recognize this person. Have they really? And you'll say it too. I don't recognize this person anymore. I don't know them. I never thought they could be like this. Have they really changed? Yes, they have really changed, but only temporarily to fit this other person. Because if you roll back to the beginning of your relationship, typically there was a love bombing stage with you as well, correct? You were love bombed. You were manipulated. They were doing everything that you wanted to do. And maybe in certain situations, you were the new supply. Maybe they were giving you everything that they promised to give their exes. Now they're giving it to you, and the old supply is watching you, the new supply, get what they wanted. It's a pattern. It's a cycle. It continues. And I know a lot of people can attest to that as well, because I've seen it in my comment section. I was unaware that I was the new supply, and all this stuff happened to me. And I was like, yep, So you see, go back to the beginning of your relationship, so most people get love bombed, unless there's some cultural exceptions and things like that. Because sometimes people get arranged marriage, you don't even know the person, then you get a narcissist that doesn't love bomb you. And sometimes if you are pursuing the narcissist, if you are the one going after the narcissist, then you probably don't get love bombed either. You know, in situations like that where you are the pursuer, like you're going after them, you're sliding in their DMs. I think what is Bumble? Did you have to? I think Bumble, you have to be there. If you're a woman, you have to message them first. So you're kind of pursuing them. So Bumble is a place for toxic people to thrive. Dear God, for toxic men to thrive because they know you're interested in them because you have to message them first, don't you? Or is it Hinge? What app is that? Like I say again, I've been out of the dating game for a very, very long time. But you see how that goes right there. You might get love bombed, but like that person knows you're interested in them. That's why you kind of got to watch these dating apps and things like that. You have to. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with narcissists, you're dealing with toxic people, understand that, yeah, their personalities are malleable. They might even start to act like you. They'll start to pick up your catchphrases and your little quips and things like that you say. You mean, like I used to say, what is something I used to say? Dude. I used to say dude, just like that. You know, you ever see the movie Dude, Where's My Car? I used to say dude. I used to say it like that, and there was nobody else around me said it. I'm from a small town in Reedsville, North Carolina. Nobody else around me said it, said stuff like this type of stuff like that. But people were starting to emulate me because I said it so much. So it's the same thing happens when you're dealing with a narcissist. If you say something so much, if you do something so much that you like and they like, they'll start to pick up your hobbies. They'll start to pick up your traits and start to act like you. And guess what? You fall in love with them more because guess what? You're falling in love with yourself. You know, they'll start to mirror you, become you. They're just reflecting you back to you most times. Of course, there are going to be some bits and pieces of their own personalities, but like of my own personality, there are going to be bits and pieces of who I am mixed into that as well, you know. But I'm going to be acting like you. Literally. You know what I mean? That type of stuff right there. When you're dealing with narcissists, you're dealing with toxic people, you're dealing with all this back and forth, up and down, left, right, slip and slide, like, slow it down, y'all. Slow it down, and then even if they leave, slow it down. Slow down. Take your time to heal. Because when you seeing this person change into something completely different, you know, we never went on picnics and nothing like that. They said they swore up and down that they were allergic to grass and like little bugs in the grass would bite them and they hated grass. But now they're on a picnic every single week. What is going on? Have they really changed? You see them, you know. They swore up and down that they would never do this, and they're doing this now. They told me they hated this, but they're doing it now. Have they really changed? Yes, they have really changed to protect themselves in a new environment, just like a damn chameleon. Just like a chameleon. Like if I have a chameleon on my arm right here, y'all can't see me on the podcast. You gotta follow me on YouTube. This is posted on YouTube too. You guys, the chameleon is gonna turn this color, the color of my arm. But if you put that same chameleon on my Remarkable 2, it's going to turn black. It's going to turn black to protect itself because now it's protecting itself from the predator that is the predator that is the Remarkable 2. It's going to change just like narcissistic people change to fit their neighborhood, to fit their dynamic, to fit where they are, to fit who they are, to fit who they're with. You as a human, you as a person who's dealing with this narcissist, you have to be strong and understand that yes, they're going to change. Their personality, like I said, me, I've said this plenty of times in videos and on my podcast as well, that I am who I am right now. Of course, the comedy stuff is mine. The comedy stuff and how I think I'm funny. That's the defense mechanism to break. I like to break the ice with being funny. I do that. It helps me stand out. But everything else you see is an accumulation of the personality characteristics in other people that I've either really, really admired or I've been jealous of. I was just like, damn, I like that about them. Let me add that to me. I'm like a puzzle piece of different people, like a melting pot of different people. I'm like, damn, I like that about you. Boom, gotcha. Just like my handwriting. My handwriting is an accumulation of other people's handwritings who I've enjoyed over the years, who I've been jealous of. I like the way you write that G. Now my G the same way. Yeah, I mean, my guy went to high school. He passed away way back when. Brooks Manley had a perfect G. I love how he wrote a G. I was like, dang, Brooks. I like that G. I still write my G that same way today. And Brooks passed away probably 20 years ago. Rest in peace, Brooks Manley from Reed's, North Carolina. But it's crazy, y'all. You will never know the person because they're going to change. They're going to change and be malleable to fit whatever environment they're in. That's why you get the work personality and versus the home personality. That's why you get the out in public with their friends personality. That's why you get the out in public with you personality. They're going to change to fit whatever environment and to make them feel safe in. That's the mindset of a narcissist. That's the mindset of a manipulator. What can I do to protect you? What can I do to protect myself? That's how it is right there. That's how it goes right there, y'all. So you have to be the one to stand in your truth. You have to be the one to stand in your power, and you have to be the one to run through it and run rampant. I promise you, you're stronger than what you need. You're stronger than you think you are. You really are. Don't let these people tell you otherwise, y'all. Just really, truly don't let these people tell you otherwise. And understand that you will never, ever truly know the narcissist. And that right there is not necessarily a bad thing, because if you feel like you truly know them, you might realize the trauma. They might have shared some trauma with you. I know them like nobody else knows them. They told me all this trauma. Sometimes narcissists, toxic people, whatever, they share their trauma with you to get you bonded to them closer. I've had a bad experience with my mom, so I've been treating women like crap for years, and you're a woman, so I treat you like crap because of my mom. And y'all be forgiving that type of stuff because you empathize with them. You're like, oh, you had a bad childhood. I wish I could heal you. Let me hug you. I'll be your mommy. And y'all start to mother a grown man or father a grown woman. You see how that goes right there? A grown person. Take your power back. Take your power back. Know you. Learn you. Because a lot of people lose your identity in narcissistic relationships, trying to change into a different version of yourself to fit this person. So many people do that right there, y'all. You lose who you are trying to match who they are, and they are always changing. Think about it like that. You lose who you are trying to fit who they are, and they are always changing. So guess who else is always changing? You. Because nothing you do can make this person happy, because they used to be happy doing this. Now they're not happy anymore. So now you do this. And now they're not happy with this. Now you do that. Now they're not happy with that. You see how they're changing and you changing too. They're forcing you to change to try to make them happy, because now you feel inadequate. There's a level of insecurities and feeling inadequate that you deal with. So I urge y'all to stay strong, to stay empowered, and to stay blessed. You got this. You really, really do. So anyways, y'all, let me hop off this thing, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Narcissist Code. I really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. As much as I learn from you. Wait. As much as y'all learn from me, I learn even more from y'all. Thank y'all so much, y'all. Stay tuned. Appreciate it.